Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here for a little yoga this morning. Well, it's morning for me in the Chicago time zone. If you're outside the country, in a different part of the country, I hope you're having a good day or evening. Now, here we go. This is second one of the new year. And the rule of thumb, though, does not change. Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. All right? The first thing, first lesson, if you will, not necessarily the first thing, that you learn, that you read in the Yoga Sutra, which is the oldest of the teaching texts, hundreds, if not thousands of years old, is the first yama, the things not to do. Now, first one of those, non-harming, ahimsa, in Sanskrit. Don't hurt yourself. Right? Now, after we get through all of the yamas, there are 5 of them. We're not going to go through all of them. We get to the next section there. That's the niyamas, the things to do. And the third one, I like to jump around a little bit, all right, is tapas, your determination, your resolve, the effort you make. Don't quit. It is vital to your practice at all levels of the practice that you make full effort without forcing it. This is not about achieving any one thing at any point. The strength, the openness, the flexibility, the balance, all of that will grow with time. And yet, eventually, headstands, handstands, inversions, funky twists, all sorts of strange stuff, all right? But it's from the practice, and the practice works when you make full effort, again, at all levels. And that includes your thoughts. You got to focus. This is why we make it physically hard. So you really get into it. This is why asana remains an important part of the practice, one of the 8 limbs, one of the 8 practices, all of which you have to be a part of. Again, without force. It's not about reaching a certain point at a certain time. It's not about being better than anyone else. Achieving enlightenment, whatever that means. Right? We're here to work without hurting ourselves. Make the effort complete. There is a contentment in that, an awareness that you have achieved what you can now without needing any more. And think about right that. Don't quit. Don't hurt yourself. That's it. That space between those two. You have done all and not need any more. See what happens here. We will start seated this morning, so working our way to the floor, cross-legged or otherwise. Now, again, this is your practice all the way through. If you need a chair, coming to the floor is going to be hard for you, then use a chair. It's okay. Again, the fullness of this practice, the fullness of this effort begins in the mind and in the breath, which also means it begins in the body. That's your brain's physical thing, right there. The nerves. Then move your hands, move your feet, make you feel your weight underneath you. Throughout your body. Your breath, muscles moving, blood pumping, oxygen to the physical brain, to the physical body. But a mental thing and an emotional one as well. It's chilly this morning. I mean, you hear it. I don't know if you can or not. I have a small space heater going here, so you may occasionally go, why is she yelling at me all of a sudden? It's nothing personal. Right? Okay, so back to our work, back to our practice. Focus of your thoughts to your breath. Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. Yeah, you still got to be aware of how you're sitting, holding ourselves upright. So we bring all that focus to our breathing. It doesn't help us if we just kind of let ourselves sag. The breath is smooth and calm. With time, with practice, it's going to slow. It's what it does. It's the heart calms, the breath, the emotional state, whatever it is you're feeling, calm. The awareness of your mind, again, the focus is deep, but it's shifting a little bit. There's always some movement, like the breath itself. It moves in and moves out. That's part of it, the whole thing. Your mind is there with the breath, and how you sit, and how you move. Tuck your chin a little bit. Relax your jaw. Let it flow. Nice and calm. Alright. We're going to be in some warm-up movements now. Nothing fancy here. We are going to start very simply by arching ourselves up and over to the right. Going with, put your right hand on the ground beside you. Bring your left arm up. Now, so we've got this extra awareness now of movement, of alignment, even though we're not moving very far. So we got a little extension, yeah. We're not going to try to touch the ceiling. Can't do that either. If you're practicing underneath the stairs, stop. That's silly. I'm joking. I know. All right. Wrists, shoulders, hips align. Get your ears in. And the exhale. Keeping our hips level, we arch up and over. And breathe. Inhale up. Now we're just going to bring that left hand to the outside of our right knee. right hand up here by the hip somewhere. Again, we're going to keep the chin tucked. And with our next exhale, we twist really strongly. Calm, steady movement. Shoulders broad, middle works. Again, you hold yourself open, upright. And not so tight that you cannot shift and continue to turn. The work continues, the rotation is there. Maybe it opens a little bit as you allow those spaces to relax that need to. But you still maintain strength. We're not just flopping over. This is one with awareness. Inhale, untwist. The left hand comes beside us. We bring the left arm up. We're going the other direction. Again, so we're going to arch open the right side of the body. Again, awareness of the alignment. And we center this whole work. We focus our mind a little bit more. We exhale. Again, with these awarenesses here, this is not the end of the practice. Having good alignment does not mean you're done. You have to allow this work to relax and continue. This is the hard part for a lot of folks, myself included, to maintain this work without strain. It's so easy to want to just go up and really pull it open. But remember, pulled muscle is an injured one. One action, but we want calm as well. Inhale up. Alright, let your breath be a part of all of it, because it is. Here's the thing, right? It's always been there. Back of your right hand by the outside left knee, left hand in here by the hip. The exhale, we twist. The breath is, the emotions are an integral part of the movement and the strength of your body. Your brain moves you. The nerves send the signals. The brain sends the signals through the nerves. That's better. And your body reacts. It does. You can do this both deliberately and subconsciously. I'm trying to be very conscious about it though. More and more. We have more ability than we know sometimes. Inhale, untwist. Alright, now I'm going to turn sideways. You do not have to. This is strictly for demonstrations. We're going to do 2 more warm-up movements. So the fingertips by the hip joints, leaning back. Now you're going to keep your middle very strong. We're sitting nice and tall, keeping the chin tucked. Alright, nothing fancy here. A little bit of strength down, shoulders broad, middle works. Inhale. Let it open. Exhale up. And it's not about how far. We're going to take it forward with an exhale now. Easy fold. So now the initial movement's long and up and over. It eventually curves a little bit. It's supposed to. Relax your back, your shoulders, your neck. Do this with awareness. Inhale it. Alright, pause a moment. I'm going to get into some little more active asana. Again, asanas, the posing, postures. Again, the strength and the openness we build physically, which is a part of the work of the mind and of the breath. Bring awareness fully to it. Keep your breath calm, no matter how fast or slow it gets. Go where you can. Don't quit. Don't hurt yourself. Let's roll forward, hands and knees. Now, as always, again, if it bothers your wrist, you can come to your forearms. We're going to stack the shoulders above the wrist. Middle's nice and strong. We step 1 foot back, then the other. Got a plank. Now, really feel your fingers working. turn the shoulders, keeping the shoulder blades quite broad, shoulder muscles themselves back from the ears, turning the thighs in a little, flex the knees, push back, and take your hips behind you. This is not an upward movement nor a downward movement of the heels. The inner legs are pushing down a little bit. We're not trying to shove the heels flat. This is a balance, again, of the upper and the lower body, working very actively throughout. Breathe. Inhale, hands and knees. Take your knees quite wide now, bringing your big toes toward each other. Then we will exhale back. A nice, deep, extended child's pose. Just sink down. And you can work your hands back a little bit if you require. Ease here. Feel that space open. Now we're going to inhale up onto our forearms. So we're going to come into a back arch here. This is half scorpion. We haven't done this one in a while. So we've got the shoulders above the elbows. Now you want your wrists, your elbows to line up here. Alright, don't let yourself rock back and forth. Same thing, we're going to keep the hips above the knees, hip width apart. Very strong middle. Tuck your chin. We're going to inhale. We take the chest slightly forward. This starts the arching. It's really small, right? Don't force your neck back. You don't need to see the wall in front of you. Okay? So just let that movement be small. The strength of this is the focus you bring into this small movement. Now this next part's a little bigger. We're going to keep that right thigh turned in the middle nice and strong as we inhale. And bring the right knee up. So the right foot comes over the back. And you don't have to touch your toes to the back of your head. Right? Some of you might be doing that. I've never done that in my life. Now, this is more than just a lift through the back of the thigh. Make sure you're continuing to feel and extending through the front. This will help take some of that work off the back of your leg. There it goes. Oh, that feels good. Big length to the right side. Next exhale, drop your head. Bring your right knee down. Now, exhale to round the spine up. And we're just going to drop back. Now, don't move your knees apart. Just kind of let the hands come back as you require. Nice, easy counter movement here, basically. Rounding the spine slightly. Let the neck relax. Alright, so child's pose. And now the next inhale. Back up we come. Onto the forearms again. And now we do the other side. So, shoulders above the elbows. Palms flat. It'll work. Chin's tucked. Here we go. Inhale again. It is small. Deliberately so. Keep your breath moving. Remain a part of it. Next inhale. The left ear. Foot relax. Go where you can. And exhale down. Again, we sink back. A little rounding of the spine. Child's pose. Breathe. onto the hands again. Again, unless this doesn't work for your wrist. 1 foot back, a plank. Let's see if we can get a little more length this time. A little bit. It's up to you. Exhale, down dog. Get a little flex the knees as you require is fine. Go where you can. This is your body. Now, your presence now. That's a big part of it, right? Yeah, there's a whole line of yoga clothing called Be Present. Well, there used to be, I don't know. Exhale, walk your feet in. Bend your knees a lot. Big flex the knees, big toes close together, parallel. Get a little more space between the heels. Doesn't matter whether they touch or not. An easy fold. Tuck your chin, shoulders are broad. Again, that full engagement of your being. Now. And this is not about where you want to go with your flexibility. Exhale, allow your legs to open. Again, means the knees unflex. That's all it is. Keep your upper body long. Let your back relax. Right? Maybe there's more space in the back of the legs, but the lower back won't let you extend any further. Fine. Just take your awareness and let that relax. Maybe the fold part's easy, the hips good. It's like the back of those knees. Let them relax. Inhale up. Use your hands as you require. We'll come into a big standing back arch now. Standing Salambhasana, the locust pose. Again, a standing version of that. Up and open. And then we'll exhale. And bring the hands down. Calm, steady breath here. And give this your all. Right? This is the fullness of your practice. Standing there, awareness of your hands, the center of yourself, the weight even, the flow of your breath, the wholeness of your being. It's right there. And then we're going to inhale into a vertical alignment here. So an extended Tadasana, extended round pose, got a big length. Just find all that space. A stronger fold, a little flex to your knees for the Uttanasana as you require, but we exhale and go down. Now as this, you're going to lean back a little bit. As the weight of the upper body comes below the hips, you'll be able to shift it back over the hips, over the heels. Palms down, exhale, just walk your feet back. Let's find that plank again. And again, an exhale, downward facing dog. Just a breath or two. And the inhale brings the knees down. Okay, now, what we're going to do next, we're going to come into a side plank variation of half moon balance. We're going to put some strength through the outside of the left side of the body. Now, we're going to leave one knee on the floor. You need to fold your mat up. Feel free. It's your choice whether you put the wrist on the floor or the forearm, but you line them up all the way through. Okay? So, from hands and knees. We've already got this length. Relax the top of your right foot a little bit. Don't let it twist around. You want right wrist, right shoulder, right knee, right ankle lined up. And we're going to turn. Now, flex your left toes real strong and get the left heel lined up with the right knee, with the right wrist. And so as you turn open, now you've got your left shoulder, left hip lined up. Don't even stop here. You're done. A little length through the inner line of the left leg, and then the lift through the outside. And we've got an extension to help with the lift. As the strength in the lift grows, the extension will grow. The more you center this up, then it's going to work. Steadier it's going to be. A little length to the right side, shoulders broad. Now, inhale. Inner edge of the left foot down. Another inhale. Left foot down. We're up on the toes. Right foot back. Exhale, down dog. the heels lift. This just helps you step your foot up with your inhale. You bring the right foot into a lunge. And we turn the left foot. We press ourselves up. Okay, so we got a wide stance here. Now this is key. Gotta give yourself some room. Right? All the way through. Give yourself a little space. What we're going to do here, we're going to open up some of that strength we just used. This is triangle pose, Trikonasana in the Sanskrit again. Now, it's a lot of language to pick up here. Try not to overwhelm with that. I'm still learning a lot of it. So much. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. But the only thing that's not going to line up is your left toe. And you get your heels slightly back on that left one. So put strength out here so we really get that length. We reach. And it's not a downward motion. Go that way. Pop. When you cannot extend any further from the right hip out, just let your right hand come down. Is it hitting the floor? Well, that's cool. Is it on your knee? Somewhere between that? That's cool. It is your body. The space you have, the strength you have. Less about how far. Close to the floor, more into the alignment now. The shoulders, the hips. Again, the only thing really not lined up are the left toes. Don't be pulling your shoulder back. Keep yourself open. Let it calm. Little strength down the inner right thigh. Right hand on the thigh if you need. Inhale, up, hey. Good job. Let's do the other side. Alright, so we're going to begin to flex the right knee a little bit. Come up on your left toes. Use your hands. We inhale to a lunge. And we will exhale. Right foot back. And then we will exhale again. Downward facing dog. And then inhale. 2 hands and knees again. Okay, now, here we go. We'll do the other side. Alright, so again, on the left wrist or elbow, again, line it up with the left knee, the left toes, fold the mat up as you require. Half moon balance, side plank variation. Again, ready? I hope so, because we're going to do it. Again. So you're already beginning to turn. You gotta feel how that weight wants to shift back a little bit. You got to bring your awareness, right? Your body's thinking it's helping sometimes. To make something that initially seems like I gotta make more effort. My body when I go with my body, it seems like it'd be easier. But it's not gonna be able to maintain it. The effort remains. Full and complete. Again, you know you're in the right spot. Your mind is fully focused. Fully a part of it. Inhale, right foot down. Inhale, coming up onto the right toe. Exhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, down dog. We'll do the other side. We'll lift those heels up. Again, you keep your hips back. This again just creates a little space. Makes it a little bit easier to step your foot up. You may still need to move it a couple of times. Use your hands. It's okay. Turn your right foot. Up you go. That's the hardest part. Getting that lunge from that position. It's okay. All right, again. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Opening where we put some length, some strength. Still got some length and strength happening on that side. Trying to find both together. It's doable. Humans can do that. Exhale and extend. Anything a little different? Fine. Let it be different. Breathe. Alright, and again, flex that left knee, turning as we do. Use the hands as you require. Inhale down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. That's it. Last one of these for a bit. We're going to inhale down, hands and knees. Now, we're going to leave the toes curled under, bringing our knees and ankles quite close together. Now, walk your way back. Middle's quite strong as we sit up. And this is Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. Right, kind of make a lightning bolt shape. Now, when we're opening up the arches, I'm going to turn slightly. So, we're demonstrating, we're going to keep this strength here. We're going to get this little shoulder opening as we sweep the arms up. Fingers interlace, and we begin to push. Now, this is a very active thing. Try not to let the arms go forward. You're going to be working them back. Keep your middle strong. And so we've got strength and openness on different parts of the body, right? Going to maintain this work in our middle. This allows the breath to be calm. Really open the shoulders. Exhale, the hands down. We shift our weight forward. Uncurl the toes. Finally, and up we sit. Well done. Take the legs long. Now, so we've got some of that space in the toes now. We're going to keep the legs nice and long. And we are, well, let's see. I got a dog. We're going to sit up and we are going to get a twist on. Now, very basic one, nothing too fancy. This is Marichyasana twist. Alright, so we're going to bring the right foot up and we squeeze it in. Okay, now, I know, some of you are like, now, didn't we do this last week? I know how to do more complicated ones. Alright? I know some of you are thinking that because I've thought it myself. Left arm around, right hand here, exhale, twist. Again, the strength of the practice is not necessarily the complexity of the asana. This is the challenge now. To come back to the familiar. Give it that same full effort. Right? We've all done that. It's human nature. I'm familiar with this every time. We're just going to half-ass this a little bit. The world's greatest artists, writers, athletes, do not half-ass anything of their craft, of their practice. And it's not about winning at a war, though. Inhale on twist. At any point. Exhale, we let the right leg go long. And the right ankle crosses left. I want to keep the toes flexed back again. This turns the right thigh in. It helps put a little work through the front of the left thigh so the back of the left leg can stay open. And as we sit nice and tall, we've got this strength here, open chest, tuck your chin. We're going to let the muscles of the back and the outside of the right hip and thigh release. As we extend up and over our crossed ankles. Maybe you reach your feet. Maybe not. You don't have to. Either way. The space is yours. Practice is yours. Inhale up. Oh, goodness. Let's uncross the leg. We'll do the other side. I'm going to turn. Yeah, this is your practice. No. go where you can. So I forgot to mention this first time running in. If bending the knee, the hip is just not going to work, but you can always reach the arm underneath. See, we're going to get it in as deep as we can, no matter what. Yeah. How close to your butt your heel gets, is a silly thing to worry about. Right around, then behind. Exhale, twist. Inhale under. Exhale. Still sit nice and tall. Don't let yourself slump down. Left ankle over again. Everything's delivering. Body's like, okay, we don't have to do that anymore. It's what you do. It's good for you. Exhale, forward. Yeah, we're releasing the outside of the left hip and thigh. Back of the right leg's nice and long. Just let it be calm. Let your back muscles ease into the space. And you've still got an active movement here. But that effort eases. That's what we look for, effort and ease together. And we inhale it. Nicely done. Alright, now we're going to uncross legs. We're not going to fold now. We're going to just get a nice big opening in the inner thigh. So the soles of the feet together, we pull our heels up. Nice and tall. We're sitting up. Middle works. Again, let's get good posture here. Right? So don't worry about how high the knees are. It's okay. Right? If you can reach underneath your little toes, great. If it's not going to work, you don't have to. We turn the thighs slightly again. Work, 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 work. Little push. Exhale, extend. Wide. So movement outward. Left and right. Not down. Don't worry about how close to the thighs. How close the thighs get to the foot. How close. Oh my goodness. Let the openness be. There's a point where you won't be able to go any further. Again, that's what you're looking for. That full effort. It's not forced. You don't need any more. It's hard to find sometimes. It's okay. Inhale, let the knees come up. Hands away. Exhale, let the legs mostly extend as our knees bend up a little bit. And we're going to lie back and lie down. Alright, nice job. Here we go. Now, once we get ourselves good along the floor here, as we tuck our tailbone a bit, get the knees and ankles together, we're just going to exhale, pull the knees in. Little extra strength there, and we press in. There we go. Nice. All right, inhale. Let the feet come down. Okie doke. Now, here we are. What are we going to do? No. We're going to really put some core strength in here. Now, so what we're going to do here, we're going to do a 3-stage leg lift. We're going to go all the way towards the floor. We're not going to put the heels down though, unless we have to. We're going to go all the way back up. Now, we're going to try to do that if we can with the arms in the up above the head. Now, keep your shoulders down. Right, backs of the hands a little push to the floor. If at any point you're still having trouble keeping your back nice and long to the floor, you bring your hands and press beside you. This adds some strength to support your core and protect your back. Here we go. Knees and ankles very firm together. Tuck your chin. Exhale. Pull the knees in. Next exhale. Keeping the toes relaxed, we extend the legs. Real calm. Right? All the work stops at the ankles. A little bit of work keeping the ball of the foot slightly above the heel. The arch is calm, the toes are calm. Right? So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, lots of strength here. And exhale, lower your legs 60 degrees. Keep them active. Keep the feet relaxed. Keep your breath moving. Next exhale, you lower the legs to 30 degrees. Big length there. Now if you need to rest, you can put your feet down. Keep the sense of extension going, whether you rest the heels down or not. Our next exhale, we bring the legs back to 60 degrees. Roughly. Again, I'm not measuring. No. Guesstimate is fine. Next exhale, bring those legs all the way back to vertical. Reach up with your hands, the backs of your thighs, and with an exhale, we let those knees flex, and we release the feet to the floor. Nice job. Now, leaving the knees bent, we're going to step the feet just about hip width apart, not too wide now. So what we're going to do here, we're going to come into a little twist, and then we're going to come into another fold with a leg extension. We're going to do a revolved cradle pose and then a reclined cradle pose fold. Left foot stays on the floor. Right ankle here. Flex your toes. Turn your thigh. Arms go out. Exhale and roll to the right. Now you flex your left toes very strongly. Now make certain you're bringing your right hip over the top of the left. Keeping your right thigh turned so the right knee does not go to the floor on the left side. So, I don't know. You're like, this is not the biggest twist in the world. The turning part, the seated one we did earlier, heck, even the warm-up one was deeper. Again, the strength of our practice is not always in how far the body goes. The engagement in it. You're still going as far as you can with this alignment. Yeah, so what if it's not a deep twist? There's still plenty going on. Keep your breath calm. Inhale, untwist. And we're going to bring that left foot flat. Turn the right thigh, right hand between the legs, left hand around the outside. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Okay, now, if you've got to curl up, fingers interlaced, keep your left knee bent. Bring your shoulders back down. Now that might be the depth of it. Can you do a little bit more? Exhale. Bring a little strength down. Just a little bit. Now next exhale, keeping that pressure exactly where it is, keeping the left foot again. It's nice and relaxed. Ball of the foot above the heel. We extend the left leg as long as we can. Go ahead, let that strength continue. Down to the hands. You don't have to move them any. Just let that sense of length build. The left hip will open. The leg will come over you. The right ankle will get closer to you. Okay. Little extra strength now. We inhale. Bend that left knee. I'm going to inhale again and let the left foot come forward. All right, now
What we're going to do here, we're going to come into a variation on half lotus, a reclined half lotus. Okay. Now, normally that means if we put a half lotus, we have to put way up here. We're going to focus instead more on this release to the outside of the right thigh. So placing your right foot down, right toes now very strongly flexed. Turn your thigh open and just bring that heel up as close to the left backside as you can. If at all possible, you want to put your left hand on the right foot. Again, keep that foot flexed. Left foot is firm. Middle's real strong here. And maybe you're done. Hey, Sandra, don't let your knee twist. And be very aware of the direction of this now. There's a movement away from the right shoulder with the right knee, with an extending action as we exhale. And yes, the right knee will get closer to the floor, but it is not a downward movement. If you go too far, back up. Again, calm breath. Effort, no pain. You're going to find out for yourself where your effort is. And again, it might be tough. The breath's still smooth. Not held. That's the difference. With pain, it's hard to breathe. With effort, you might be able to breathe. You might have to breathe fast, but you still breathe. Inhale. Let that movement up come now. I know, ironic. You didn't make a big point about going down. We have to come up to come out. Right foot down. Here we go. Left ankle. Just below the right knee. Exhale. Roll away. Full effort. With the breath, with the thoughts, and the body. Inhale. Untwist. Left hand, right hand. Exhale in. Curl up if you need. Hands here. Shoulders back down. Again, there's more. Little extra squeeze. Big opening for the left hand. Next exhale. Right leg long. Foot relaxed. Inhale. Right knee bends. Inhale. The right foot comes to the floor. We uncross the leg. Left toes are flat. We turn. Again. So the left heel comes to the right butt. Right hand's got a hold of it, but all possible. Again, the middle's working. Don't twist your knee. Exhale, extend away. Keep your back real low on the floor. If that means you don't touch the outer thigh to the floor, then so be it. Breathe. Inhale. Lift the knee up. Bring it out. Okay. Let's bring the knees and ankles back together. Exhale, knees up. Everybody brings their hands to the backs of the thighs. Now, we're not going to move them off the thighs. We're just going to come into a recline Uttanasana. So, first things first, we're just going to kind of let the weight of the legs hang into the arms. That's the only thing keeping the arms long. It's just the legs waking. We keep those feet relaxed. We exhale. We extend the legs as absolutely long as we can. Now, if your knees are still a little flexed, it's okay. Make a little work to the front thigh, from the shin across the kneecap. This will help perhaps open some of that space. Again, don't move your hands up. We're just going to exit. If you can, you don't have to. Right? We press down a little bit. It's going to bring the legs over. So maybe a lot. Yeah. You don't ever have to put your toes on the floor behind your head. You might. Now, a little extra strength, just enough again, so the knees don't flop around as you inhale. We're just going to unbend the knees and let the feet come to the floor. Still strong here as we roll the thighs. A reclined Baddha Konasana is our last active asana. It's not really that active at all. Movement is here. A little strength here. Everything else just open. Go ahead, let the backs of the hands rest on the floor, the palms face up. Shift them around a little bit until you find the spot that's really good for your neck, your shoulders, your chest, the backs of your arms, etc. Next exhale, you allow the legs to extend long. The heels drift away, and the space is yours. Edges of the feet are on the floor. Lift it up quite a bit. Maybe this is still uncomfortable to lie flat. Okay. Bend your knees up. It's all right. Close your eyes. You haven't already. Yeah. The practice continues. Don't quit. Don't hurt yourself. And this is the mental effort now. And the emotional one. Body's still stiff, tight, sore. It's hard. It's work. Lying on the floor. Lying on the floor, not your favorite thing, right? You find your best alignment for that, and then there you are. Emotional state. So stay calm. Let your breath flow. It will slow a little bit. It will deepen. You don't have to force it. Same thing as your body relaxes. You don't try to force it. If you try to force your body to relax, done that, trying to get to sleep quickly, it doesn't work. Mind wanders. Do your best to return it to the weight of yourself on the flow of your breath. And no need to analyze what you're feeling. No need to analyze what's distracting you. Those are just more distractions. Stay focused, be present, be calm, let your body relax. Again, you don't have to analyze what's still tight, what might still be sore, what was hard, what was easy. Be present with yourself now, not needing any more.
And flex your fingers a little bit. Flex your toes. Nice, easy, calm movement of your hands and feet, your wrists, your ankles, your elbows, your knees. And then a big inhale to reach the arms up past your ears. Your legs go long. Right arm by your ear, left knee bends. We're going to exhale and roll onto our right side. Go ahead and press ourselves up. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. Again, cross-legged or otherwise, whatever works for you. Hands together, thumbs touch the chest. Traditional ending of yoga class, we bow, we say the word namaste, which roughly means that which is good in me respects and honors that which is good in you. Big smile, you are amazing. Thank you. Namaste. Yay! Good job, everybody. Oh, hey, let me scooch on up here and run through that. You're welcome, Tim. Glad you could come. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, everybody. So, the video will stay up for a while. You are welcome to come back, practice again. I hope you do. There is a video there. Hang on. On the video, there's a CashApp link, Venmo link, PayPal link. Again, whatever you care to donate is very much appreciated. Again, whatever you think is fair. Okay? And as always, if anybody has any questions, do not hesitate to ask. You can leave me a comment on the video or send me a message directly. I am happy to answer. All right, we'll be back at it next Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Chicago time. Same yoga channel, same yoga show, totally different yoga show on. Okay, I'm out of practice. I'm going to be out of practice with this. New year, same mess. That's me. All right, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.